Hi Aries, welcome to your March 2018 readings. Happy birthday to all you March Aries out there. My mom, her birthday's in March as well. She's a March Aries. I'm actually taking her to go see Nelly the rapper. My mom's like in love with that guy. So he so happened to be coming to town around her birthday, and that's what we're going to be doing. Aries are a little magical in the sense that you guys, I do associate you with the magician. And when I found out Nelly was coming to town around my mom's birthday, I thought that was hysterical because she is an Aries and you guys can manifest like no tomorrow. Sometimes you're stubborn and you don't see it. But you do have the power to bring about what you think about, Aries. So keep that in mind. Okay. So these readings, I got different cards. I'm on the road. These are what I had with me. So they're the ones I'm going to be using. Family's on a vacation right now. We're heading to the mountains. There's been a massive snowstorm, so one of the highways are closed right now. Mountains are quite a ways away from where I actually live. So we had to rent a hotel, which was hard to find because all the hotels were booked up. And the ones that weren't booked up were getting filled pretty fast because the highways were closed and lots of families and stuff like that needed a place to stay. So this beautiful scenery out here, though, you guys. I'm also hoping I am a Sagittarius sun. Sagittarius and Aries, when they get together, they can have a lot of fun. So hopefully my mom and me are going to enjoy our stay at Whistler. We're going to Whistler. I'm probably going to get her to do something really stupid. And she won't even know it until we actually do it. Oh, I love you, Aries. Okay, so Aries, enough chit chat. We're going to get into your reading here. And I'm not going to lie, Aries. I don't know what's going on, but you got some pretty hard energies here. I will pull out some extra cards to try to clarify just because you got some heavy hitters here. And when I drew the cards, I was like, oh crap, man. Should I just like deal out some new cards here? But I mean, honesty is the best policy. And I am a realist. I do have strong earth energy in me as well. But I am a Sag, so I try my best to be as honest as possible. And I mean, there's obviously some situations occurring here that have to be dealt with, and I deal with energies, and I'm focused on healing. So in order to heal, you got to have the facts, the cold hard facts, right? So we'll see what comes through. So we're going to try to see what you need to know, show, and grow. It's a spread that I enjoy doing for myself. My past, present, future me, we'll say. But I find it quite helpful in the growth process. We're all facing change, right? At the end of the day, and it can be quite hard. Harder for some. Well, okay, so the first card we got is I Am Throat. Again, I have some different decks here. The next card we have is, it's called Job, Success, and Work. And then we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so Aries, it seems like a lot of, and I think I've been going over this for a while with you guys, a lot of the issues you may have happening are due to your voice. It's either not voicing your opinion or there's a sense of self-doubt here. You're doubting I'm getting a few different messages. For some of you, it's having self-doubt or feeling bad after you say something. Okay, and the cards are basically saying that that's because you're not fully confident in yourself yet. okay? And you should be, okay? Like, you need to be authentically you and never apologize for that. And I'd be quite surprised if an Aries, well, no, not really, because Aries is quite sensitive. A lot of people think they're not, but they are sensitive, and they are expressive. So if you're not expressing yourself, then that may be causing some problems. Uh, in another manner, I feel like for some of you, in some sort of interpersonal relationship, uh, you would be you're not expressing how you feel. You're not voicing things. You're keeping things to yourself. So it could mean you really need to work on communication. Okay, so voicing your opinion, your needs, your wants, voicing when a situation is occurring and it's an unhealthy situation or a uh, situation that's bothering you. It's speaking up about it and dealing with it. Communication is coming strongly through here. Uh, and it's going to, okay, don't get discouraged because if you're a person who always bites your tongue and you're trying to learn how to use your throat, I do have a Shakatra cards here. I mean, I'm not saying that right. Uh, so we will find out which one you need to work on. You do have two coming through here. Your it's the heart chakra and your throat. Um, Wearing white could be highly beneficial to you guys this month. I'm not sure why that came through, but it could be beneficial for you. You can't get discouraged, okay? Because like you have this job success and work here. We'll get to like your work situation in a little bit, but like I'm not feeling like this card is applying to your job. It very well could be, but the sense I'm getting right here is with the job success and work. Uh, is there's going to be trial and error. Okay, if you're not the type of person that speaks up about your emotions or your feelings, or when somebody's upset you, or a situation's not going right, or if you're trying to learn how to ask for help because your throat, voice, have an opinion, okay, doesn't always mean voicing what you want. Okay, it can also mean voicing your um, need for help. And for Aries, it can be hard for an Aries to ask for help. Aries like to get things done, and you put a lot of pressure on yourself. You shouldn't. Okay, like if you're trying to learn to ask for help and somebody said no to you, then it's going to take work, and you're going to have to progress and try again. Okay, if you're learning to express your emotions and your needs and your wants with your partner or with some um, other member in your family, could be a sibling or somebody like that, a child even, uh, it might not go well the first time, but you're going to get better each time you do it. Okay, so it may mean, especially because you're a fire sign, I'm a Sag, I know this. I got a Leo sister. Okay, uh, through the first time you try to approach a conflict, say, it may not come out correctly, and you'll reflect on it. All fire signs are excellent at reflecting. Okay, this is what makes them progressive. Okay, by progressive I mean forward moving or not being stuck in situations, because they reflect on what they say and they did and their experiences, and they learn and they grow from it and they improve it a little bit the next time. So each time you do it, you'll improve it a little more and a little more. Okay, you definitely have to work on it. Okay, and it is coming through as your emotional needs and wants. I feel like you may have some disappointment in others. You could have had expectations and they've let them down a little bit. And some of you are missing your mother. I'm seeing your mother. Uh, and then for others of you, Aries, what's coming through is whether you're man or woman, we have the Empress here. Okay. And I'm getting like beauty. Okay. You need to see the beauty in yourself. And then for some of you at work, you may need to speak up and move on. Okay, if you're dissatisfied at work, it's saying then, okay, you will find a successful job if you move away from the one that you're no longer satisfied with. Okay, and then for others of you, there's a trip perhaps that you're working towards that will go quite well, but don't be afraid to express again with I am throat, okay, what you want to do when you're on the trip, okay, because a lot of people, and I go over this a lot, okay, and you got to say it because there might be cross watchers. Like, there's a lot of cross watchers out there, okay, and you get nothing out of spying on somebody. Usually life's full of irony, and it will backfire on you. I don't mean to laugh, but it's kind of like the universe puts a safety switch in life, because we all have lessons to learn, and there's you can't trick the universe, okay? And if you're refusing to learn a lesson, then the universe will teach you that lesson. They're like your mother, all right? This is also a mother. Uh, they love you. The universe loves you, and wants to see you grow, okay? And just like a mother, when a child's learning to walk, sometimes they fall, okay? And the mother will pick them up and tell them to try again, okay? Like, but also a mother will punish you when you do something wrong. They're not just gonna let you get away with it. You know what I mean? Like, so if there's something you've been letting somebody get away with, you need to speak up, okay? And try to speak up through your emotions, not holding on to the past. The next card we got is I am entrepreneurial. We have conflicts, challenges, possible limitations. Okay, and this card here, if you see, it's like two people. It kind of reminds me of the tower because of the lightning, but you also see two people like yelling at each other, kind of. And then you have the mother here. So for you Aries that have two children, okay, uh, you may have two children that are going at it, or you could be a sibling, uh, and you're going at it with somebody else, or this could be at work. There's conflict in the workplace, and you want to ensure that it doesn't get out of hand. Okay. In that case, you could express emotionally. Your emotions can get out of hand at work, and you may verbally say something that you may regret. So you just want to watch that at work. Okay. Uh, uh, for somebody out there that does have two children, I am seeing that two kids, your two children, boy, girl, both girls, both boys, uh, there could be a separation between them due to one is an entrepreneur, so they're making life changes, it seems, and they're growing, learning, advancing. Uh, they're working towards a future, it seems. Uh, and this could be a problem for the other one. Not well, it is coming negative here. It's because this person, your other child, it may be feeling less than. Okay, so you might need to, it is saying nurture them, and you may have to open up your throat, your voice, and explain to them that, as a mother, you love both children equally, and you might want to explain to your other child how the one child is progressing. It seems like the one child that's progressing has gone through a lot of you got the Three of Swords here. You got uh, crisis and chaos, and then you have connected. I am connected. Uh, so it seems like they've learned some lessons and stuff like that, and they're in a new phase of life. So it's basically like they're receiving their dharma due to or this could be you receiving Dharma. So you're going to have to push through any conflict that occurs. Don't let it limit you. As the Empress, she is a creator, okay? And if you're an entrepreneur or you're in entrepreneurship, conflict is going to occur, okay? People will try to limit you, and they will try to, it's coming out of ego, though, right? Jealousy. And if people are jealous, it's because they see something in you that they want. So don't take it personal. If anything, take it as a compliment. If you hear a lot of banging and stuff, it's the hotel. There's a lot of families in here. You just need to stay compassionate and very nurturing, it's saying. And get in touch with Earth. Continue to do you, Aries, okay? And there is a warning here. People may try to prohibit you from moving forward, or somebody you know from moving forward, okay? Just know that it's at no point will it stop you. For others of you, you may be involved with a person who has an ex, and they have children together, and this is causing some sort of jealousy. It is coming through as jealousy. Again, jealousy would be like, because when jealousy occurs, it's because somebody has something the other person wants or wishes they were. Okay, so if this is the case, well, then it could be because they have children with the ex, and perhaps you wanted, like, you want children and to be married. So that's where the jealousy is coming from, because they got what you wanted, but like prior to you. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get what you want. Okay, you may have kids with this person too. All right, you're going to have to be compassionate to both your own children and treat their children as your own. Okay, or their ex could be trying to cause problems for you and holding the kids over his head. You just want to at that point, speak up and allow your partner to know that this is causing a problem in your relationship, and try to come up with a appropriate solution. Okay, with the Six of Swords here, this is saying considering both parties. And then we have well, what you need to show is that you're not afraid of conflict. Okay, so don't run from conflict. Don't hide. Don't bury yourself in work, Aries. How do you know when Aries is going through problems at home? Because they're working all the time. All right. They can, Virgos do this too. They have avoidance issues. Virgos will work themselves to death. Sagittarius can do this too. And Scorpios. There's a few signs that do it. You're not the only one. So, you know, I'm guilty of this too. I've been there, done that, you know, and in the future I'll probably do it again. It's done on a level of awareness though, right? But what you need to show, okay, is that you're not afraid of conflict and challenges. You're willing to take them on head on, okay? They're going to make you grow into the Emperor or the Empress, okay? This is a Taurus energy, so put your foot down and ensure stubbornness. Things aren't going to just change, Aries. They have to change because you've taken the initiative to create it. In order to create that change, in some manner, you're going to have to take action. But as an Aries, you have no problem with that. Okay? In the physical realm. What the cards are saying, though, is what kind of action you need to take is a emotional one and a vocal one. This can be a harder, I don't want to say lesson, but it can be a harder goal to achieve for an Aries. So just pause before you speak, though. And kind of think about how would you approach a child or speak to a child when you have to bring something important up to an adult. It could help you. I don't know why that just came through. It could help you resolve the conflict in a tamer way. You definitely, though, need to show the universe and yourself that you're not afraid of conflict or limitations. Okay? You need to take them on with a smile on your face and just knowing that you can you can do it. Okay? Like don't fear it, tend to it. You got to pull those weeds out of the garden. That's what it's saying. Okay? And then what you need to grow is, it says, I am connected. Crisis and conflict, or chaos, crisis and chaos. And then the Three of Swords. So Aries. I don't mean to laugh, but Aries. Okay? We've been getting a few of these cards for a while. This is like just coming out in a different manner here. It is making more sense in this reading, though. So basically what it's saying is what you need to grow, okay, is this is all coming down to problems, Aries. There's some problems that you've been avoiding that are going to get to the eruption point, all right? So this means things that you've been doing in the manner that you've been doing that haven't been working out. So the way that you communicate and you know that it's not working out, or the way you handle situations. And I do feel it's like you taking them all on by yourself, and that's not working out because you're becoming overloaded, overburdened, stressed out. People are adding more to your plate. These things have to be expressed. I am connected means that I am human. I have needs and wants myself, and I need to distribute some of them. And in order to distribute some of the weight on your shoulders, you have to properly communicate with your peers and in your surroundings and inform them of what you need and want. This is also like saying, okay, Aries, if you've been the one that's been taking charge all the time, okay, and you're not informing other people on plans or your goals and ambitions, sometimes you have to keep that to yourself, okay? Life is full of irony, but sometimes that can cause issues as well. It could be a controlling factor here happening. You need to separate yourself from chaos and crisis, okay? And the only way that's going to happen is through change, Aries. And the only way change happens is through actual action, whether that's verbally or physically. You have to do it, though. You can't avoid it. As far as your job's concerned, you'll be quite successful. There could be some issues that occur. I am feeling like for some of you Aries, new jobs, if there's a job that you're in and you dislike it, a new job is around the corner for you if you're looking for it. Also, look outside of your comfort zone. So if you want to travel and like live somewhere else, in another part of the world, you've always wanted to do that, you can do that. And then the Three of Swords, you just got a lot of cards that came out on it. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Moon, the Four of Cups, the Devil card, and the Star card. Okay, so it's basically just confirming what we spoke about with the Devil here. This is toxic behavior. It could be codependent relationships. It could be an obsession. Obsessions come in many forms. An obsession with money, with greed. Okay, whatever's occurring, okay, I know what I just Sad may seem like negative Nancy here. I'm a realist, people. Okay, situations don't get dealt with unless the truth is spoken. And I am a Sagittarian with a Sag Mercury. There's nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. Whatever's occurring can heal. This is Aquarius. We are in Aquarius time right now. No, I think we're in Pisces right now. Sorry, Aquarius is over. But we do have the is it the South Node in Aquarius or North Node in Aquarius right now? Anything that's happening can heal. All right, there's hope and there's renewal. Whether that's separating from yourself from things that no longer work for you, or changing the way things are going. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, so you might as well do. All right, because this whole not doing is not doing you any good. You know what I mean? So because you're dissatisfied and you're really holding on to it. Okay? Like you're acting like everything's great, dandy, but on the inside, it's not. There's something here that's not working. A codependent relationship could be due to the way your mother was. Or this could be referring to you may even have a child that's codependent in a codependent relationship. And if that's the case, then you want to reflect on yourself as well, right? Like, so if you see your mother in a codependent relationship, that could be due to why you were. It's a cycle, and cycles happen due to a level of awareness. If you're not aware of it, you can't break it. Okay, and so what we have, it is the heart connection that you have to work on. And you have to work on healing it. So past betrayals and stuff like that, you have to work on healing it. So you can't be petty though. And by petty, I mean it's like if you're bringing things up constantly that have happened in the past, then you could be very well feeding the cycle. Okay, so you got to let go of things. With the Six of Swords here, you got to let go of things that have happened in the past and start fresh here with hope and renewal. This doesn't mean with the Three of Swords, if you are in a toxic relationship and it's abusive, then you have to leave it. But if you're in a relationship where that some things have just gone wrong, okay, it does take two to tango, but however, it would be due to both parties doing like both parties can fix it, but one person's got to take the step to actually do it. So there's got to be a bigger person here in any sort of relationship you have. A parent, student, teacher, sibling, best friend. So on the back of it, it says witness and it's number 31. But you can just push pause and read it if you want. It says, are you spinning around and around with an issue that keeps appearing in your life? Have you tried looking at it from every angle and still can't find clarity? Ask someone you trust to be your witness. No advice, simply witness your process as you bring this issue into the light. You will see the truth and gain the perspective you so desire when you allow yourself to be witness. Well, that's quite interesting, right? There's no judgment here. Right? Humans go through lots of things. Nobody's perfect. And then we have these cards are called the Little Wisdom cards by Mary. I do adore her paintings. She is an artist. I believe she's located in the States. I'm not sure. She does have a shop on Etsy. I am hoping that she's going to be making these cards larger and a full deck. I do, again, enjoy her artwork. They're all hand paintings by her, so she's got little sayings in the back of it. It says, in the flow. Idly floating on a lily pad, this frog is in the flow. When we are deeply engaged in a project that we love, we are connecting to source. With no resistance, surprise and creativity, talent and skill come to our aid. Time and space disappear. Find a passion in which you can lose yourself in bliss. Be amazed at what you can create in the flow. Okay? So, some of you guys, this is referring to maybe you've had a hard past, or you know people that have suffered in that hard past, and you are a creative writer. Again, artists get their, at least the most successful artists, okay? And when you're trying to be successful, you're not doing it for fame and fortune. You're doing it because it's your heart's purpose and your soul's in it, okay? Most of these successful artists out there, and whether it's music, writing, painting, poetry, okay, that all stems from heartbreak. These are people that have had conflict and challenges. Okay, they're people that have gone through crisis and chaos. Okay, they've gone through heartbreaks. They've had healing happen. They are firm in themselves after it. Okay, they've had sorrow. They've had to learn how to use their throat, their voice. They've had to learn how to express themselves, and they've had to learn to become connected with themselves, not run from their pain, but embrace their pain, because their pain became their gain. Hopefully that makes sense. And then we have the glass orb here. And I love these cards as well. And with the glass orb, you can see, okay, on one side he's in water, and on the other side he's in the desert. But in the background, it's like both of them are combined, okay? Also with an orb, it's about trying to see into the future, okay? And what the cards are saying is you need to be present. You need to be in tuned and connected with the here and the now. And in order to be connected in the here and the now, and with the orb, okay, you need your compass to work properly. And your compass, okay, you can look outwards all you want. Sometimes that causes more illusion and confusion. With an orb, that can create illusion, okay? Because if you think about, you go back to oracles, okay? Oracles give you possible outcomes, and that's all due onto your path, the choices that you make. The universe has free will, so your path can change, your direction can change at any point due to your free will, the potential outcomes. You need to be in tune with your compass, though, and your compass is your feelings. Okay, a lot of people, you'll hear them say head over heart. Okay, well, head over heart gets you nowhere, all right? Because if you don't have heart, then you're not living, okay? Because you need to feel in order to live, and you got one life to live, okay? So don't be ashamed of anything that's ever happened to you or that you faced. It's made you the compassionate, okay? Because this is you, Aries. It's made you a compassionate, nurturing, mothering, beautiful soul, beautiful person. Now express that and embrace that and enjoy that, okay? But be present, okay? So whenever you feel like you're going back to the past or in the future, too far forward, or if you're in a scenario where maybe people are getting you out of touch with reality, I feel like there's an out of touch of reality here. You might want to like just simply do this with your fingers, okay? Because you're touching yourself, and it'll bring you back to the present, okay? It can work for you. It is a trick that they teach you in psychology. It doesn't necessarily work for everybody, but it is because you're touching, and it takes some sort of concentration in order to do this. It will bring you back to the present. You do need to be in tune with your feelings, though, and voice them. All right, you guys. Hopefully that helped you out. Namaste, and I will talk to you next month. Ciao for now.